Hi.
Hello.
We're here.
At long last.
At long last. We've been chatting for a good long while, and your mic has sounded phenomenal.
Woo! Oh, good. My God.
But we're starting small today with our testing. We're both lower energy today anyway, and we're doing Schitts Creek, aren't we?
Yeah. When life keeps lifing, you need to turn to your humor devices, and Schitts Creek has become our nice little safe getaway place.
Yes. It's so nice to have that to fall back onto, because it's just like, it doesn't feel like a fallback. It feels like just like a very pleasant alternative, it's so nice. So we are the Belladonna Watch Club. Come get cozy with us while we dig into iconic shows and movies that one of us has never seen before. Jenny, on the inside, I think I mirrored. I get confused. Jenny has not seen Schitts Creek. I adore Schitts Creek. We've got David.
Hi,
there
David.
You are, little man. And we are watching season 1, episode 9, Carl's Funeral. Carl's Funeral.
Have we met? I don't think we've met Carl. Okay, hang on a second. Just need about 30 seconds of this. It's because it's been a little while. What has just happened? What happened in the last one?
I think it was the episode where Johnny Rose goes to town to get the unemployment money.
Right.
Yeah. So he went to Bob's garage. He borrowed the car, went on the highway. Wasn't supposed to go on the highway. Wait, wasn't it turkey shoot? Didn't David go hunting?
Turkey shoot. Yeah, David went hunting. Alexis. I still can't get her name right. Alexis has had
Ted.
one or two dates with the vet. Multiple dates. Has some involvement with the vet.
Yeah, they definitely went on a date. And Mutt was all, if a date went well, you know it.
All right.
His burly beard and community service hours.
Fake painted on beard.
Yeah, right. Moira, what did she get up to in this episode?
She's she's showing some of her vulnerability and her honesty and her sort of softer underbelly. Something like that. Right. Okay.
Was it that episode though? I don't remember. I have a lot of like fatigue and brain fog and like health things happening. So like I enjoy my moments, but they're not being stored long term in my brain right now. Chronic illness. What up?
Not one among us is entirely firing 100% today. So come along, sit down, get cozy, and let's watch some Schitts Creek.
This is an excellent episode. I'm excited for you to have seen this and to be there with you watching it for the first time. It's going to be great. Push button phones, refrigerated air. I've never read this sign. All right. Are you ready?
Ready, Freddie.
Hi, Johnny.
Oh.
Can we come in for a moment?
So serious.
This is the lowest energy I've ever seen them. Hello. Oh, dear.
Oh, hi.
Oh, Jocelyn.
You remember Bob? No.
You broke into his cabin and had sex while he and his wife are in the next room?
Oh, Bob died.
Not Bob. Bob's brother, Carl.
Rest in peace, Carl.
More respect. Unmoved.
We barely know Bob.
He asked me to ask you if you'd be willing to be a pallbearer at Carl's funeral.
A pallbearer? I don't.
Of course.
Flattered. It's quite an honor.
Moira's ironing?
And his arms are so weak. Little muscles like corn nuts.
Yeah, we're just checking about my back, sweetheart. Yeah. Well, life can kick you in the teeth sometimes.
Yes.
That's a crying baby. That's not your crying baby.
That's not my crying baby.
Then bring the goddamn diaper bag!
Bit more, girl.
The cooler.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, it took the words out of my mouth.
County douchebag is moving in next door. He's got a baby.
Is there a gun?
Okay.
What are you doing?
I like that Alexis woke up with like perfect makeup
Right? It was gorgeous.
To know how this is going to end.
and her curls.
Not good.
For the record, those of you who don't have children, there comes a point in the like sleep deprivation early stages where like we all feel like that couple outside. Like we don't all act and behave in such a way, but boy, do you want to. Like you just want to scream because you can't articulate what you need, and every little misstep is like anyway. They're horrible, but also unfortunately a bit relatable. So
Hello. Is anybody in that hollow chest?
Dong dong dong.
that was a beautiful bag.
How are you holding up?
Oh,
You know, they say death is just life, except you're not here. You know, but
Grief thoughts. Relatable.
Yeah, well done, Twyla.
I was just wondering if maybe you could say a few words at the funeral.
He must have had a few close friends, somebody.
No one.
Well, sure, I can say a few words.
Have you seen that couple that checked in? They're like really scummy. Like very scaggy people.
Imagine being related to them.
No, I can't. It's too early.
They're my cousins.
Oh. The baby's relatively normal looking.
No, they're definitely scaggy.
Oh my god, they're so scaggy.
I love David.
Charming.
Tell me it's not always this clean in here.
No, it's always this clean.
Oh my god.
Prim.
That's the Febreze. I was eating Indian last night.
She even matches the house.
Okay, so I think it's been a few dates.
Yeah, I would say so. Because they also was the breakfast scene. Yeah, the breakfast scene was the last episode too. So where he didn't want to send his breakfast back and he was being too nice. So they've like spent a fair amount of time together at this point.
Okay.
Dogs.
Oh, there's a good girl.
Oh, the
Macy
poor
and
thing.
Pfeiffer are just staying with me for a couple weeks until they get back on their feet. Your worms are almost all gone, aren't they? Yeah. Found it just for tonight. Think of them as our kids, right? Oh, yeah.
The look on her face.
The man was weeping. What was I supposed to do?
It's Gord What's-His-Name's funeral all over again.
Who's Gord? What's his name?
Exactly. A key person on. I didn't have a thought in my head, so I just stood up and sang Danny Boy. Not a dry eye in the house.
Huh.
An artiste. Oh my god.
So.
I'm so glad you're not my brother.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus.
Buttons. I don't think you're invited to this one, huh?
He called them buttons.
Thank you.
Are we out of mix?
Turn it. Thank you.
Sorry. They got me wasted. I hate them so much.
You smell very flammable. Right.
Oh.
David,
Poor baby. Now I'm upset about the baby.
The baby's safe in its little crib. It would be different if they were like passing it around.
Okay.
Thank you.
That baby should be asleep and quiet.
John said we had no choice.
We have some new color, new hair dye. Oh god.
Bit of a freak accident, really. Trying to unhook his belt from a ceiling fan. Apparently, it got knotted around his neck.
What?
Yeah, you'd think the whole thing would have come down. Spinning up there for 2 days? That's craftsmanship. That was Carl.
Just Joey's face. There's a sweater in Animal Crossing that looks very much like what David is wearing right now. One of my favorites.
I just want to remark about David's facial expressions. David's
Yep.
facial expressions are really, really interesting because when he came to see her in that previous scene, like there was a kind of not joy, but there was like I don't know, an almost a joy in his face, but there was like he wasn't just like, hey, tell them to shut up. It was like an almost joyous surprise. Something soft in his face as well. And I think it's just really, really interesting that I'm seeing a lot of different like thoughts all across his face in almost every scene that he's in. And for like this, it's a comedy show. It's a mostly like comedy show, but we've already covered that it gets into deeper things, real life, real world emotions and feelings and complications and complex thoughts and feelings and stuff. And even just in the tiny little subtle shifts of face already, like you just have such an interesting character on the screen right now that like I'm thinking of all kinds of things like, I wonder what's going through his head. Why did he make that little face there? Like he didn't just come away from the scene like, gosh, they're so loud. Oh, they better be quiet for the night. You know, there's all kinds of things going on in there.
Yeah.
Like,
he always looks like he has a bit of like a private joke happening. Like he's amused. Like he's just and he's keeping it in, but he has his own like little joys in these moments where he's just he has his own secret little joke and he's just so tickled.
We had a full-blown conversation. You were barely clinging to consciousness.
Did I try and make out with you?
Mm-mm.
Kind of my go-to when I'm a little boozy.
Mine's shame eating, so yours sounds more fun.
Oh.
Well, it looks like they have a side hustle. Oh no, this is just a lot of
Yes, it is. And if you're offering, my answer is yes.
Nothing says we'll miss you like an excerpt from Breaking Dawn, one of Carl's favorites of the Twilight movies. Now, to say a few words, I'd like to bring up heroes.
You go, Carl.
What to say about Carl? What a terrible thing death is. And yet for Carl, pretty much an all-consuming thing at this point. He was and he loved the feel of a big tool in his hand. Am I right, Bob? I'm here to talk about the misery of our lives here and how we might never escape this place.
Oh,
how
boy.
We do not want to end up in a coffin like Carl. God-forsaken.
Oh, Danny Boy, are calling.
Okay, Marilyn Monroe. Yikes. Oy.
Because of this episode, I sang a rendition of Danny Boy to my daughter as a lullaby when she was first born. I like changed the words to like your dreams are calling, and I like made it a lullaby, and I changed it to like have her name in it, and so this just touches my heart. And it was because of this episode. So how was that?
Well, as someone who has given a eulogy, I sort of volunteered, but also it just made sense. I gave the eulogy at my mom's funeral. I can say mine went a hell of a lot better than that. Jeez.
Good.
But, oh yikes. Oh yikes.
Yeah, that was a bit rough.
But we, like
spiral.
We don't know Carl, though, do we?
Nope.
Have we seen him ever?
Nope.
Okay. I just wanted to be absolutely certain that I wasn't missing something because I'm like,
no. All right.
Carl is and was and has been.
Rest in peace, Carl.
I'm sorry if earlier I wasn't sensitive to your animal issues. The dogs told me to tell you that they're super embarrassed about their behavior too.
Jesus.
You know, I also really love the way that our relationship is going right now.
Such a sweet face.
So, get you more comfortable.
He is like a meter across the table.
A guide to the benefits of caring for something other than yourself.
You want to check out page 37?
Saccharin.
You know where I got my hat, brah?
Where?
Assholes are us.
We need to go.
Surprise!
Oh shit! The disco ball. What? Oh my word! I don't know how I didn't see that coming.
Such a good episode.
Wow.
Well, you wouldn't expect it.
God, what if I die here?
That was not lost on anyone.
Your Danny boy. What a voice.
Yeah, I'd really like you to sing at my cousin's funeral. She's not dead, but she's been coughing a lot lately.
One more chorus for Carl, please.
Classic funeral sandwiches.
Boy. Calling.
Oh boy. That's a Nina Simone for you, I think. Nina Simone version. What an episode. Oh my god. Oh my god,
I
it
think
had
it's
it
in
all.
like my top. It's one of my top episodes. David and Stevie all high, like just giggling. Like they did it so well.
They did, honestly. I was thinking laughing on film, laughing on cue is one of the hardest things for an actor to do. And they did it so convincingly. So
Yeah, and it wasn't
very
just
well
a normal
done.
laugh. It was like the high giggle. Like so good. And David just like dropping the beer bottles. That was kind of hot. That was hot.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I am. I'm kind of surprised that I didn't see that coming, because usually I do. Usually I kind of spoil it for myself by just sort of guessing, and I picture it happening before it actually does, and then like, whoa. But I'm also feeling kind of satisfied from it. Just like, yes, that needed to happen. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I was also taken by surprise and also like, yes, thank you. At the same time. So that was Carl's funeral.
We had some classic funeral jams, funeral tunes in this, Danny Boy. But as I mentioned, I gave the eulogy at my mom's funeral. But I was also put in charge of, or I took charge of the music. And at my mom's funeral, we knew we didn't want to make it like a sad, somber affair. And because my mom was not any kind of a like traditional whatever. It was not about being sad. Anytime my mom was in the room, she was making everybody smile, dance a little bit, sing a little bit. Yeah. So the music, I just thought I would share the music that I chose for my mom's funeral. We all walked in, we entered the room to Jimi Hendrix, Gypsy Eyes. So we just had this like psychedelic rock and roll playing. Then there was like a slideshow, and we had the Beatles, From Me to You, with love from me to you, and Donovan, Catch the Wind, a nice sort of cheery acoustic little folky. And the final song was a recording of a brass band doing a very typical sort of old-fashioned brass band song, the Floral Dance, which is just one that you cannot help but like tap your toe to, dance around, and it's just like pomp and fun, and there's some silliness to it, and it just makes you sort of want to strut a little bit. And that was the note that we wanted to end the occasion on, and to this day I'm still really proud of that.
I was trying to remember the name because I knew what it was. I've heard the song, and in my head I was like, it's not March of the Tulips, but like that's what I was thinking about flowers. Like,
something like that. We'll link it. I'll link it in the description or something, just so everyone can have a little strut, basically. Honestly, everyone have a good time. Click the links down below and head on over. Have a good time. But it's interesting though that like having had such a major part in a funeral, obviously one that's extremely close to me. Since then, seeing film and TV representations of funerals, I just see it with a totally different eye now. And obviously this wasn't like, this is all about creating the funeral, but like whatever tone they approach the event with, I just have I come at it with a different perspective, and it all appears slightly different to me. Especially, it's such a common thing having your central character be the one who's left to like do the eulogy, and like obviously a lot of work goes into a eulogy. But really, truly, in the end, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. I'm quite proud of the one that I did, but you know, all these times that there are like terrible ones given, or ones that are just like flimsy, or you know, you didn't quite say what you wanted to say, it doesn't really matter. I guess is the main message that I want to get through. That like, don't sweat it. They can be great, they can be terrible. Yeah, what a great episode.
Yeah, it really is. The next one is also phenomenal. So why don't we wrap this up and watch another one?
I'd love to. All right.
I'm
game.
Send us off.
All right. Oh my god. It's been such a long time. I need my little script. Right. Well, we're going to watch another one, but we're going to wrap it up here for now. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. Give us a like if you like. Leave us a comment. We do love hearing from you. Do subscribe if you haven't already on YouTube. This is where we're doing our Gilmore Girls podcast series, as well as our live reaction to Schitt's Creek series. We're slowly getting back into regularly posting for our podcast. Just fingers crossed things go well with this mic. Then you'll find us regularly here on YouTube, on Spotify, or wherever you stream your podcasts. Until next time, she's been Lisa. I've been Jenny. We have been the Belladonna Watch Club, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.